What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. I'm going to be going over the Discord really fast just so the newer people get an idea of the flow of the room, what to expect, and how things work. So, first things first, when you join, first thing you see is probably going to be the rules room. This here is very important for beginner traders. This is something I recommend definitely reading if you're a newer trader. Just a general idea, kind of how I trade and execute, how you should be managing your trades. If you are within these rules, probably 80-90% of the time when you are trading, I think you will be just fine. If at any point you start, you know, not respecting these rules and doing other things over risking, etc., whatever the case may be, that's where you're going to run into an issue. So definitely go read these trade guidelines. And then below that, you're going to have the actual Discord rules. So these are some rules we have, and then the entire actual thing is here to read. After you're done reading everything, react to this, and you'll get access to the rest of the room. First things first, I want to be clear. I haven't been super active with the Discord, but I will begin to be more active every day. So every day you're gonna have your morning notes. So your morning notes is gonna consist of your higher time frame levels, what we're watching on the higher time frames, any potential trades we're watching for that day, like this write up that week we mentioned looking to fade Bitcoin or gold, etc. So you'll have your morning notes every morning. From there, there is this chat where only I can post in. Anything you see in this section is going to be me only. Morning notes, chat, it's going to be only me. I'm going to start posting trade ideas before, meaning usually I do it in the write up, buy UVXY, etc. So now I'm going to give you an actual trade idea write up before the actual execution. So, for example, I'll tell you, hey, I'm looking to buy, I don't know, for example, Spice Shorts at 575 at for a specific strike, specific price, and you would see that here. Once I have actually executed on the trade and it has been filled on my books, it will appear here in trades. Just to get rid of the confusion of what trades I'm watching, what trades I'm actually in, I'm gonna keep them separate. Anything I'm watching, you will have a trade right up here in trade ideas. Anything I have actually executed on and it's in my books, you will see it in trades. I will also update trades within here, the progress, profit, loss, exit entries, etc. As for charts, this is just a general rule room where I'm gonna have a lot of charts. So if you want to look for any specific name, one thing I recommend for anyone to do, it's probably gonna be easier for you. There's a search bar. Let's say you want to find a write up on Apple. You simply type Apple. If you want to find a write up on SPY, you come in and type in SPY. So it's just gonna make it a little easier for you to find any content throughout, the day as it gets noisy in the rooms. And you also don't have to be scrolling through every single write up. Let's say I send 20 write ups or 10 write ups. You're only interested in one name. You just search specifically for whatever you're interested in. And then here is where I'm going to be posting the small account updates when I start that. This is going to be specifically just for that review tab. I'm going to start doing trade reviews for that 1K account daily. And then the blessings arc. This is where everyone is essentially going to be, communicating intraday, any questions, any comments. And you guys are more than welcome to send your charts here in this specific section if you'd like to. If not, it's fine. If you send them in trade chat, just kind of gets lost with everything. As for trades, if you guys want to take any trades of your own and share them with the group, we're welcome to do so here. And then review, someone posted a review about the Discord, but this is supposed to be trade review as well, which JP does very well. You guys will see him in the Discord. JP always does, he shares his charts, he shares his reviews, entries, etc. We have a profit section where people post some of their profits. And one thing I want to introduce, which you guys have asked, what's Blessing Circle? Not too many people are really in there. For the month of May, I'm kind of doing this publicly. The Discord's somewhat public. But going into June, I do plan on dividing the room. The people who I believe, are somewhat, not necessarily that you're a beginner, but essentially the people who I feel like are contributing to the team and are good, team members will eventually be moved into the blessing circle. So you're gonna have access to a couple different things. This isn't like something you have to pay for; it's something you have to earn. So the people who I believe are putting in work, good charts here daily, etc. you will be moved into the blessing circle. So not gonna disclose the perks of that yet. Eventually, you want to do some things with this room. But yeah, so this is the public room for now, Blessings Arc. Eventually, going into June, some of you will be moved into Blessing Circle, and the rest will remain in Blessings Arc. You'll be fine. Just wanted to point that out. I do want to do a couple different things with the room going forward. Another thing I will start updating more. I have so essentially I track mostly a couple pairs. It's gonna be SPX, GJ, Gold, Bitcoin. I track them on different time frames. So anything on the mega per se is going to be your higher time frames, your dailies, your weeklies, your monthlies. That's probably going to be updated not too frequently, maybe 2-3 times a week. Your macro is going to be updated, you know, every time we have a new macro, which is essentially every 3 hours. And then your micros are going to be your smaller time frame scalps we might address. But again, this is just for price action. I'll go over this more in detail within the room, but this isn't too important if I'm being honest with you guys. The majority of everything I do is going to be within this here. And if you guys want to, be active in the chat, it's going to be here. But all my trades, all my content is going to be posted within my section. I'm going to take a quick minute to go over the YouTube channel real fast while I have you guys here. So I have a few videos, which some of you have watched, some of you have not. I don't really post too much content, to be honest with you guys. The amount of years I've been trading, I'd have, vast majority of content if I was more active on socials, which I haven't, devoted too much time to. So first things first, one video you can watch if you have not watched it. It's super simple. It's going to be this video here. Essentially covers what I call a market maker model, different phases of price, how to execute, so essentially you want to see a stop rate, structure shift, etc. Kind of go over the basics of, how to get into a trade, what to look for. So watch that if you haven't. Another thing you can potentially watch is this video here, which essentially just explains how candles work. So, how candles formed, your open, your high, your low, your close. You can see it as it is happening here on the smaller time frames on the left hand side. You can see what the higher time frame candles look like over here. So something neat to watch if you are new to trading and don't really know too much about Japanese candlesticks, price action, etc. And then this video is just gonna be essentially what trading indicators I use on TradingView. They are all listed here in the bottom if you guys want to know the names. And I describe the uses of every single one of them, my specific settings for each one. So yeah, go check this video out. You don't need to have all these indicators on your chart. You could trade with 0 indicators and be just fine. But I do think they are neat to have on your screens at times, and they do help out. Like I said, they each have their own use. Go check them out. All of these are free. You do not have to pay for any of this. Other than that, I don't have too much content other than the live streams. If you want to go rewatch any of the live streams, go ahead. I do plan on being more active the entire month of June. I'm going to set a goal for myself to stream every single day the month of June. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, if you haven't watched any of the videos, go check them out. If you have questions about the Discord, reply here in the YouTube comments and I'll get back to you guys, or ask me directly in the Discord. But that's about it. I hope you guys have a blessed rest of your Sunday, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.